Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm very excited because I'm finally getting to the end of the line for my numerology series. I've been doing this for a very long time, and as soon as I finish this series, I have lots of other videos that I want to make, so I'm very eager to wrap it up. So today will be the 8 personal year number. And before I get into the thick of it, I also just want to quickly mention that there's been a lot of comments and a lot of activity on my channel lately. So if you're watching this right now, thank you. Thank you for being so interactive with my content. And thank you, Nicole, for commenting it and requesting that I actually talk about your life path number, the 5 life path, in the 4 personal year. And as you read in the comment, I will definitely talk about that once I start talking about life path numbers. So stay tuned. Hopefully it won't take too long to start that series. I'm thinking maybe in the middle of summer, like end of June, beginning of July. That will probably be an ideal time for me to start that up. So yeah, thank you everyone for commenting and subscribing. Welcome to new subscribers as well. And yeah, let's get to it. So if you haven't already, please go to the beginning of this playlist, watch how to find your personal year number. Once you've done that, obviously, go find your personal year number in the series and watch the video before and after to get a good sense of where you are on the 9-year cycle. And now to the 8. Oh boy. 8 is a very exciting year because it's about manifestation, achievement, success, and finances. So the title for the number 8 is The Executive. And so it's a time in your life where you're going to have to assume basically a manager type role in your life. It's going to be very businesslike. You will have to make some serious decisions on what you should cut out of your life and what to feed, what to give more energy in your life in order to manifest what you want. And so it's in this way that the 8 year can be a bit of a crash course in manifestation. It's going to teach you how to manifest, but also it's basically an alignment, or it's like a gateway to where things are going to be reflected right back at you very, very quickly, more than usual. I'm explaining this because we're always manifesting on some level, but if you've noticed, at least I have, it seems like there are certain parts of our life where things kind of pick up and slow down. And so this is a time where things are going to pick up. You're going to, hopefully, if you're on the right track, see a lot of different kinds of synchronicities, which are telling you that you're on the right path and telling you that you are in the right area, whether it's emotionally or mentally or in any sense, you're in that right area. You should be able to know by the kind of synchronicity you're getting. I'm trying to think of a few examples, but it's hard to, because I think that the universe tends to speak to us differently because we all have different associations to things, and we all have things that mean different things to us. And so it's hard to pick a specific example, but for me, I'm always seeing numbers, and I think the universe really likes to use numbers with me, obviously, because I spent a lot of time studying numerology. And so I am not just noticing that the numbers are appearing often, but I'm really looking at which kinds of numbers are appearing. What if it's a symbol for you? What if you're seeing a certain theme that's going on in your life? What is that trying to tell you? What does that symbol mean to you? Or what could it be indicative of? That's what you should be looking at. Because, as I've said, the world is going to be reflecting a lot of stuff back at you, and it will be what you're manifesting. And so you have to be really careful about where your mind is at right now. You have to be very careful of your thoughts. And in this process, you will honestly be able to manifest a lot better with the years to come because of this crash course and because of getting in the feel of knowing what it's like to have finally a physical means to explore all this. Because, most of the time these things exist in our heads. In the 4 years ago, some of you will have been making a lot of plans that will take a lot of time to create and to really work on. And here on Earth, it just takes a lot of time. And it doesn't all happen in the 4 year. You may be laying down your foundation in the 4 year, but it could take 4 years for you to sell and buy a house. And this could be the year, for example, if that's what you wanted to do in your 4 year, this could be the year where the financial transaction actually takes place. And you are now seeing and feeling the effects of the 4, of what you have been working towards these past 4 years, or longer. It could be much longer. Because this is a time where things can go in either direction right now, and because it is a time of personal power, this year has the potential to take you on a completely different direction. You could go from rags to riches, so to speak, or the opposite. It's up to you. But hopefully it will be financial abundance. Hopefully it won't be, a hard tax year for you. But it's more about manifestation that has to do with being grounded and sort of having a direct energetic line to love. You're going to learn how to manifest out of love. Humans, for the most part, unfortunately, do not try to manifest out of love. They will try to create what they want out of competition, stepping on your neighbor's throat to get ahead. A lot of people just want money for the sake of wanting money. They may just want stuff. This is not a good way to manifest. The best way to manifest is out of love and what thrills you, what makes you happy, what brings you joy in life. Really get in touch with your feelings in that sense. When you get excited about something, manifest from that energy. That is the best way to do that. And if you do get money from that pool of, whatever it is that is in your life, it's going to be the best kind of gift back to you, rather than just wanting money alone. Years down the line, or during that year too, you may get what you want and then realize, this isn't exactly what I wanted. So that is honestly good life advice, period. But it's especially something that you need to keep in mind this year. Because The 8-year is associated with material abundance and the material world. It's very possible that you'll be getting lots of gifts this year. So have gratitude for those gifts. The universe, like I said, will respond to whatever it is that you have going on. And if you're grateful for what you have coming in, guess what's going to happen? More good stuff. And keep in mind that the area that you want to improve does not necessarily mean that it's financial or material. And it shouldn't be that every single 9 years. It should be anything that you came to do in this life. It could be regarding relationships, it could be regarding your career, it could be wanting to start something for your community, could be completely selfless too. But whatever it is, you now have the power to make that thing real. What's most important is that there is a sense of belonging in that endeavor that you're reaching out for. It's a year of success, as I've said. So what is success? It's an internal state. And so whatever's going on in your external world, you need to address your internal state, which you should have done in the 7. So whatever was in your mental body, hopefully by now, has been acknowledged and addressed in some sort of way, and you had either healing or you've learned a lot. Whatever it was that you had to do last year, you should now come to a point where you have either some sort of subconscious or conscious revelation about what you want in terms of success. Like, wait a minute, if I had this, I'd be successful. And it could be like, wait a minute, I don't need all this money to be successful. Or wait a minute, I'm already successful because I have all these things going for me in my life. And I'm just going to focus on that. That is a major learning experience if you happen to be one of those people right now. So even though you probably have a lot of good things going for you this year and your physical environment is finally responsive for God knows how long it not being that way, it doesn't mean that you are going to be taking a back seat in your life and just allowing it to come in. This is still a year of dedication. You still need to be very, very committed to your goals and disciplined. Think back to the executive title. What does that feel to you when you hear that word, executive? It's a hard job and it's a lot of hard work. And so I also want to make it clear that you shouldn't mistake this as an easygoing year at all. It's very different, I would say, from the 3. That might be sort of a polarized energy for the 8, where 3 is just kind of playing and having fun and being very fun-loving and feeling like you need to just explore certain aspects of your creativity. Think of it now as, okay, you're managing a business. You have to look at all the things that are holding you back, such as your habits. It could be regarding your health. You may have very poor habits regarding to your health, and now you have to figure something out to finally cut those things off and move on and actually do the thing that you are going to set out to do this year. It's whatever's in the way, you're going to have to push it off and address it and say, you're fired. That joke would be funny if it wasn't 2018 when Trump is president, but it's very much like that, not putting up with the things that you've been putting up with or ignoring. If it's draining your energy, you're going to have to let it go. And once you finally cut off these energetic cords or whatever it is, you will have more energy to put into these other things in your life that you actually want to uh, grow with and make a life for yourself. So, what this means, or what it could mean, is now that I'm thinking about it, it could mean that you need to say no to fantasies or self doubt. You might have to say no to indulgences or addiction. It could be distractions, anything. We really like to distract ourselves. There's endless means of self-sabotage in Earth, 2018, endless. So say no. Say you're fired. Say, you know, neglecting to exercise and eating unhealthy. Yeah, that part of myself, it's not okay anymore. Got to get that out of the way. All right. I think I've said enough with that portion of this year. So let's move on. This may be a year more than ever where you have the desire to be self-reliant, because the world can be a very unreliable place. And so when you build a life for yourself and you have what you need, you have independence. And so that's another common thing that you could be experiencing this year. In the 6, if you're feeling like you need to be more secure financially, it might be because you need to take care of some family members. But in the case of the 8, it's more of you're not so trustful anymore about your physical circumstances, and you're putting down your foot on something, on some level. All in all, if I had to sum it up a bit, I would say be ready to turn your life around if that's what it comes to, and be ready to live on your terms more than ever before. Before I forget, let me say that the blessing of the 8-year is the power of manifestation, using the tools that you've acquired during the past 7 years while you are working towards gaining knowledge and learning more about yourself. Now you can reap the benefits of that learning period, as well as learn how to turn it into more and to take the next step. I hope that you all know more about what you want and what is important to you. So to wrap up this video, I'm going to do what I usually do, which is read some quotes from this book, The Life Cycles, Your Emotional Journey to Freedom and Happiness by Christine Delory. There you have it. And then read a paragraph from the chapter on the 8 personal year. So here I go. The world is full of magical things patiently waiting for our wits to grow sharper. From Bertrand Russell. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Carl Sandburg. And last but not least, see yourself as you really are, as well as what you could become. And that's from Sally Brompton. And let me cut to the chase here and see if I can find the paragraph that I wanted to share with you guys. Remember that this year you are experiencing and learning about power. You will learn that love is the greatest power of all. It is also the most needed commodity in the world right now. First, you must love yourself, your God-given talent, and the passionate feelings it creates in you. You will then find that you and others become so much more lovable, and you will want to share your good fortune. Remember that the love you are seeking must start on the inside first. On that basis, your future looks very bright indeed. So that's all I have to say for the 8 personal year numbers so far. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end of this video. I always forget to mention this, but I do offer personal readings, and if you're curious about that service, please visit the link below and feel free to contact me with any questions that you may have regarding that. And if you have any questions, post it in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I hope that you guys are getting something from this series. I've mentioned this before, but it's always a little bit difficult for me to just talk at the camera because there is a level of intuition that is involved with numerology. And it comes with knowing the numbers and their vibrations, but it also comes from the person and their chart, what else is going on in their chart. And I sit here and I think of all kinds of stuff that could be going on. So I do the best I can to wrap it up for you guys and put it in a little package in a way that makes sense. But I very much encourage you to comment with any questions. So that's all I have to say, and thank you again, and have a lovely rest of your day.